They are at the start of their journey, they think outside the box, and they often come up with bright ideas. Their projects are innovative, they are a new generation of business people, and their distinguishing features are creativity and enthusiasm. This is the World of Startups, the program about IT developers and the industry of startups. Hello and welcome to the World of Startups. I'm Sergey Kakishev. One more week went by quickly, full of IT and business events. Our correspondents have prepared a review of the most interesting news in the industry. Watch on this edition of the program. The Global Week of Entrepreneurship is the largest business event of 2014 in Kazakhstan. We talk about problems and indicate trends in the most important areas for Kazakhstani business people. Kazakhstani team of developers Robocomputers receives $200,000 of investments and prepares for mass production of educating robots. The World High-Tech News. Find out what essentials the modern gadget user should know. In Almaty, we have recently had the Global Entrepreneurship Week. The event is a large platform for businesses. In the frame of the week, there were masterclasses, trainings and open discussions. On top of that, the participants discussed urgent problems that Kazakhstani business people are facing, from the IT to the agrarian sector. Find out about the details from the correspondents of the World of Startups. The Global Week of Entrepreneurship is an international initiative which this year has been undertaken in 153 countries around the world. This means, as part of this project, more than 40,000 are being held at the same time in different parts of the world. This large-scale campaign is aimed at business people's unions in the first place. It is held to bounce ideas, share knowledge and experience, form networks and promote innovations. The project was first realized in Great Britain in 2006. In Kazakhstan, the Global Entrepreneurship Week has been held for the third time. Today, the Global Entrepreneurship Week is more than just a gig for business people. It is a platform for communication and networking where everyone can find useful contacts. The Global Entrepreneurship Week in Kazakhstan was started with the 4th Forum for Young Entrepreneurs. Its audience is young business people and students with ambitious ideas or prototypes of their projects. Therefore, the most frequently asked questions in the forum were the questions about investments and the most attractive niches in the development of business. Many experts suggest launching projects without waiting for investments, neither from business angels nor from venture funds or state programs. Vadim Liu, founder of successful company iBack Systems with annual revenue of $1 million, tells us how he started his business. Startups or businesses at an initial stage are businesses that can be started with almost no capital in 80% of cases. I started my business when I was 19, having invested nothing without having to leave my home. I had a couch where I slept and worked with my laptop, which I used trying to create my websites. The organizers of the Global Entrepreneurship Week in Kazakhstan say that experienced business people who share their knowledge and skills with startups may lead Kazakhstan to a new level of development. The future of all business spheres is in the hands of those participants who are getting off the ground today. In the previous editions of the program, we told you about Kazakhstani project Robo. At that time, the developers were at an initial stage of the project. Today, the team is getting ready to set mass production of their robots. We talked to the founders of the project to find out about the details of this development in the success story.
Привет, меня зовут Рустем, мы находимся в городе.
1 year ago, 19-year-old student of Wien Technical University, Rustem Akishbekov, set up his project to produce educating robots for children, Robocomputers. Today, the startup is preparing for full production. This is what the computer looks like. It is based on operational system Arduino. It is possible to get a code for the system through the cable of your computer. The startup became easily recognizable after participation in Kazakhstani competition Start Business from Scratch, where they became finalists and were awarded $10,000. Project Robo attracted American venture fund SOS Ventures, which financed the project in Shenzhen City, China. Rustem constantly travels around the world. He contacted the studio of the World of Startups from the USA, where the Kazakhstani know-how is of broad interest. July we moved to China, where we started working on setting up the production and optimization of the design and software for our robot. Now we're planning to enter the American market. We're testing the robots with robotics teachers and are receiving the first feedback from students' parents and are improving the product. The first sales are planned to be made in Kazakhstan, the US, Germany, Austria, France and the Netherlands. On these markets, they already have Robocomputers' rival Lego Mindstorms that is sold for $350. The price for Robo will be $90 and the device is designed for children aged from 5 years old plus. The robots will be produced in different price categories and each category will have different functions. Our robots will be compatible with the Lego adapter, and this will allow kids to create their own Lego toys and animate them, programming them using mobile phones and tabs. We're applying different electronic components in our robots, for example, monitors, sensors, displays, which will help young children develop. Now the robot team is concentrating on the development and design of the project to make it of a better quality and explicit for children. The fact that the product is being waited for by hundreds of young children's parents from around the world makes the developers feel responsibility for their robot. Thanks to advertising on the developers' website, they have started receiving pre-orders for the toys of the new generation. And finally, find out about the largest technologies and events in IT business. Two French entrepreneurs have developed portable tool halal test that indicates the presence of pork in food. For this reason, it is enough to add the food sample to warm water in a small test tube. Then you need to dip a special test strip into the solution and keep it there for a few minutes. The color of the strip will indicate if there is pork in any amounts added to the food. The idea to create halal test appeared after the big scandal that broke in Europe when it was revealed that frozen food that was supposed to contain only beef in fact contained horse meat. The creators of the test say that it is 99% accurate. The test will be on sale very soon and will cost about €7. In the same country, in France, in Paris, a new solution to using small spaces efficiently has been found. This is probably the smallest apartment in Paris. Its size is only 8 square meters. It is situated in an attic, which is usually used for keeping old unneeded stuff. It is a well-known fact that living space in Paris is extremely expensive. In order to use the space of this tiny apartment efficiently and effectively, a construction that resembles a large wardrobe has been built. It consists of several blocks and each has its own function. In this way, the creators of the new space managed to organize it so that there is enough room for living, working, sleeping and even cooking. Under the project author's belt is Studio Kitoko. The living studio designers compare the invention to a Swiss pen knife with its useful multiple purposes. We often eat food or buy products without knowing exactly what they contain, but a new Israeli device, Sire, aims to completely transform this often mundane chore. Sire uses spectroscopy, the science of light-matter interaction. The interaction creates a fingerprint, which is sent to the cloud for analysis. The fingerprint and the analysis create chemical understanding of the material using only light. The result is sent to your smartphone. The device will be directly marketed to consumers next March and will cost $250. Well, I'm afraid that's all for today. We hope information you receive in our program helps you develop your business. I'm Serhii Akishev. See you next week on Kazakh TV.
Канала Казах ТВ. Всего доброго.